What is up everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I did a Jeep video, and I'm going to do a 20,000 mile review slash kind of review on what it's like driving a Jeep on 40s and stock axles. Don't give me crap for that, I know it's not the best thing to do, but I barely drive this thing, so it's not really doing much harm, not that I know of at least. But yeah, so let's get right into the video. Okay, first things first, let's talk about what it's like to drive a Jeep on 40s. So honestly, this thing drives really good for most of the time. It's just recently I hit a curb. Yeah, not proud of that one. I'm usually pretty good, but I hit a curb and it threw the whole thing out of alignment. So I have to bring that in to get realigned. So right now it's kind of just all over the road a little bit. No death wobble, so that's good. Just kind of pulls me here and there. I also don't know if it's just because how wide the tires are and things like that, but I'm pretty sure it's because I hit a curb. So don't recommend doing that. But I mean, before that, the steering was kind of a little off anyway. I really need to upgrade the steering. I only have the front and rear track bar and control arms and upgraded sway bars. I don't have any new steering or anything like that. So that's a need that I really need to upgrade, that and obviously the axles. But yeah, besides that, it handles really good on the road, the highway, everything like that. I swear this chicken is just gonna do that the whole time I'm filming. Anyway, so moving on, just kind of gonna talk about the tire noise. At first it really wasn't bad. Like, I loved these tires because they were very quiet, and now all of a sudden it seems like they're getting a lot louder. They've been rotated every time I get my oil change, which I think I've had 2 oil changes, 2 tire rotations. So I'm doing everything right, and they're pumped up to the PSI that's recommended. But I don't know, they just seem a lot louder than they used to be, which is weird to me because, like I said, I literally got them because of all the reviews saying how quiet they were and how they wore and everything like that. So that's kind of annoying, but I mean, is what it is. I'm driving a lifted Jeep, so I really can't complain. But like I said, I'm just used to them being quiet, and then all of a sudden it kind of turned into them being a little louder, but not the end of the world. Okay, so moving on to the interior of the Jeep, there's really not a lot that I have to complain about or don't like. It's just, as obviously I'm putting more miles on, things are starting to not work as good as they used to. First thing is the CarPlay. CarPlay works great when it wants to, and then there's just days where it just doesn't work at all. Like, I'll plug my phone in, the CarPlay thing won't come up. I'm like, okay, flip the cord around, take it in, take it out, whatever. Nothing works. And then if I finally do get it to work, the screen kind of freezes. So like, just like I have my phone up and I hit Google Maps and it just won't work. Like, it'll just be I'll click Google Maps and it'll have a black screen, will freeze, and then it'll kind of just crash and bring me back to the CarPlay home screen. So it does it on that, it does it on the music app, it does it on Waze. I've updated all my apps on my phone, updated the CarPlay or the whole system, whatever ones come up in Uconnect. So all the updates are fine, it's just sometimes it doesn't work. My sister has a 2022 Dodge Durango, I believe, and she has the same issue sometimes where hers just freezes and doesn't work. So I think it's kind of just a Mopar thing. I don't know. They need to fix it because it's just very frustrating. Like, I don't know. And I know I could use my navigation system in the Jeep, but I personally don't like the navigation system that's in here. So, yeah. Next thing I've noticed, so I took my hardtop off a few times in the summer. Not the whole thing, just these 2 pieces. And ever since I did that and put them back on, it sounds like something's rattling in the hardtop all the time. Like, I'm driving down a road, it'll randomly do it, but when I hit bumps is when it's the worst. Literally just like a rattling. I'll have to try to film it when I'm driving and see if I can get it. That noise is what I think is that piece. But it's just so frustrating. Like, I shouldn't have to not take off my top just for the Jeep to not make noises, you know what I mean? And like, I tried tightening all the bolts, everything's tight down, like, I don't know what else it could be. Like, I've taken them off, made sure there's no rocks or debris or anything in there, and it just continues to rattle. So that's very frustrating, but I mean, I don't know. I think I should just trade it in for a Mojave and call it a day. And when I say I tightened all the bolts, these these ones on the handles, because this is where it sounds like it's coming from. Like, just these two, it's kind of dark, just these two little handles. It literally just sounds like those are rattling, but I don't know. Other thing while we're inside of the Jeep, this mainly obviously has to do with me driving it on 40s. Gas mileage, not too great. I mean, it's kind of a given, and I was expecting that to eventually go down. But when I first lifted it, I think I was getting 17 to 18 miles a gallon, I believe. And that was like with the regear and everything like that. And then now it's kind of between like 14 and 16 on a good day. Yeah, so it's not too great. I mean, I'm kind of an aggressive driver, I guess you could say. Like, I don't like to go slow or anything like that. So that's probably something to do with it. And I'm really only driving around town. I just kind of go to the gym, go to my friends' houses, and things like that. So it's not like I'm driving on the highway, which we did go to a ski resort, and I was getting, I think, 18. So it was getting better, like I said, on the highway. But yeah, I don't know. So gas mileage just isn't great. But like I said, it's a given. It comes with driving a Jeep on 40s, so I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, so like I said, gas mileage, I need gas. Don't judge me. But yeah, so right now I'm getting 15.4 is like my average gas mileage. And this kind of has to do with the lift kit itself, I think. I have to bring it in. I don't really know how to describe what this issue is. But if I take a turn too fast, not like too fast, honestly, if I just take a turn. If I take a turn or I hit a bump, it sounds like something in like the rear is shifting, if that makes sense. Like, I honestly don't know how to describe it. It's kind of just like a clunking noise, and I don't know, my boyfriend notices it more than I do. He says he feels like it's under his side, like on the floorboard underneath there, but to me it sounds like it's coming from like the back. So I don't know if something with the rear track bar is wrong or it's ball joint. I have no idea. But so just the usual, I guess, wear and tear of driving a Jeep on 40s. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but you can hear the back making the noise that James notices a lot of the time, and I kind of just don't. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hear it. But if you can hear it, that's the sound I'm talking about. Don't you love when you're trying to film something and then it is perfect? It's great. It's making me look like a liar. Freaking Jeep gang. You hear it? That. Frustrating. All the time. Alright, so this issue I've mentioned in another video. I finally got it fixed, but it was just the visor issue, which it seems like a lot of people actually have this issue, where the actual, like, joint thingy just falls out. Like I said, it's in a previous video. I haven't had any issues with that since I got it fixed, thankfully, but definitely something just to kind of prepare yourself for if you are getting a Jeep Gladiator. Tends to happen. I don't know why, because I barely use that visor, but when I did the one time, it just fell out and didn't want to go back in. So that was fun. Those are kind of the only issues and complaints I have with driving a Jeep on 40s and hitting a little over the 20,000 mile marker. I love this thing. Not really, as you noticed, there's not really much to complain about. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. I was thinking of doing kind of like an in-depth video of my Milestar tires. I've had a couple people ask me to do a video on that, so I think I'm going to do that. People have asked me to do like a in-depth video of how I wash my Jeep. So let me know any other videos you guys want to see in the comments below, and I'll try to get them up for you.